hope you're all having a good day today. Today I thought I'd talk about the time I was homeless because I guess it's kind of interesting and it's kind of relatable to my situation now because I don't have somewhere to live, which is kind of difficult when you're looking for a job. But hey, the universe has brought this my way and I'm sure I'll figure it out. So, when I was homeless. So I'm going to start with the time I was homeless when I was younger. And I say homeless because I did have places to go, I just didn't have a real home. When I was younger, I was a child, my mum and dad split up and my mum moved out of our house with me and my sister and my brother. And at first we moved to a hostel where we had one small room for all of us. And we had to share a bathroom, a kitchen, and like everything else with other people who we had no idea who they were. And we stayed in this hostel for, I don't know, like a month or so? I can't really remember how long it was. And then we had to leave that hostel because a better one came up. So we moved to another hostel where we all had to share a room again. This time we had our own bathroom, so it was a bit better. But we all still had to share a kitchen. And like when I was younger, I didn't really think of this as a traumatic experience. Like it wasn't that deep to me that I had to share a room with everyone, and I was just grateful that I had a home, somewhere to live. But like my main problem was the school that I had to move to, which was so awful. I had no friends, no one spoke to me, and I just felt so alone. So me and my sister used to skip school together. I remember we'd leave the hostel and then we'd wait around by the windows and like hide away and then wait for my mum to leave, and then we'd climb back in through our window so we didn't have to go to school. And because there was obviously people who worked at the hostel, they came and like checked the rooms and with me like hiding under the bed like shit, like we can't let anyone know that we're here. But yeah, that's one experience of me being homeless. So the next experience happened when I was a bit older. I think I was about 19. Me and my mum used to argue a lot. I'm not going to go into detail because like it's in the past now, but like it would be crazy, like we'd argue a lot and it just wasn't a good situation for us. So like I got kicked out of my house and I had nowhere to go, so I had to sort out going to a hostel by myself, which was scary because I had really bad anxiety back then. Luckily like my sister got kicked out too, and my friend at the time also got kicked out of her house, so we all were like going to the hostel together. And the hostel honestly wasn't that bad. Like I had my own room, my own kitchen, my own bathroom. It was pretty sick, to be honest. Like at first I was super hyped about it because like I got to live in this place for like £2.50 a week and it was like my place. Obviously there were loads of rules because it's a hostel and you know, like they can't accept loads of random people coming in all the time. Like every time you had someone over you had to sign them in, and you were only allowed one person over a night for 3 days at a time. I still enjoyed living there even though it was a bit scary at first. But the only thing is that I got into a really bad situation when I lived there because everyone did drugs, and I never did drugs before I moved to this hostel, by the way. I don't know, living there just got me into a different situation than I was used to. And I was such a good girl, like I didn't do weed, I didn't do any drugs, I only drank alcohol, which is actually really bad for you. So I don't know why that's the legal one because it's actually awful for you. Anyway, that's going off on a tangent. Basically, what happened when I went to this hostel was I got a drug addiction to a certain drug called MCAT. And I'm not going to talk about it in this video because it's like a really long experience, which I am happily over that now, and I haven't done it in years, like since I left the hostel. It was just because like every single person in there did drugs. I think there was one guy who was straight edge, and like we all knew him because he was the only one that didn't do drugs. So it was really hard for me to like not get into it, if you know what I mean. And then when I was into it, it was really hard for me to stop because like all of my friends were doing it, like everyone I hung out with was doing it, and if you didn't do it there, you were basically alone because that's what everyone else was doing. But overall, my whole experience at the hostel just led me to be really depressed and down and in a bad place and angry, and I just wasn't a good person anymore. I wasn't the person I wanted to be. And then I was so grateful when my mum let me move back in again, because I like got over my drug addiction, I got over my depression and everything. Like I went through a bad breakup just before I moved out, I think it was around that time. And like I was really sad about it, but then like all of a sudden like my life was amazing and I got to live here and it was beautiful and I loved it. I feel like there's so much more to say about this, but my video's already getting long and I don't want it to be too long talking about this. So I just want to say, if you have any questions, leave them in the description and I'll make a whole nother video on this subject. I'll do a Q&A if you want to know what my experiences at the hostel were like I don't know, anything you want to know, feel free to ask, because I feel like I've missed out loads of things in this video. So yeah, I'll make another video on this and we can talk about anything that you want to talk about and anything you want to know. So just leave questions in the description about my experiences with being homeless and I'll let you know the answers. I figured I'd make this video because why not? I may as well be open about myself and my life experiences. I don't really want to be a closed and anxious person. Like I'm trying to be more open to the internet and to people in my life. So I'm probably going to make more videos about my deep experiences in my life because I just want to be an open person. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more. And like this video if you liked it and stuff. Bye guys, have a wonderful day. I'm not actually technically homeless now because I have sofas to sleep on and shit, but I just need to figure out my living situation and it's quite stressful because I don't want to go back to a hostel again because of how bad that time in my life was. So I'm hoping I can sort it out soon. I'm gonna stay positive about this. Like I wish I just had a car so I could leave and travel and like not come back ever again. Also, if you want to make me YouTube famous, that'll be very convenient because, you know, I could just live off of that money and not have to worry about anything. So thank you for watching. I hope I already said that. Peace and love. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.